Hello friends, it's Kyle from Wyze. Let's talk horse racing. Racehorses wear blinkers. Not those kind of blinkers, they wear blinkers on their eyes, or blinders. Now those blinders are a piece of horse tack that prevents a racehorse from seeing in their peripheral. And while that may work for a racehorse, it doesn't work at all for a security camera. And there are way too many security cameras out there that have too narrow of a view. It's missing too much of the action. Well, we fixed that with an all-new Floodlight camera that expands the view of any area it's trying to cover and allows you to see your entire yard from end to end. Introducing the Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro, the smartest full coverage floodlight security camera ever. Today we're gonna unbox Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro and show you why it is bright in more ways than one. All right, let's take this thing out of the box. First thing coming out of the box is another littler rectangular box. And inside of this box is a bag full of everything that you're going to need to install your Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro. Also in the box is the beloved Quick Start Guide. Next is the floodlight. And last is the mounting plate. Now that is the white version of Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro, but it also comes in stunningly sleek matte black. Now that we've got this floodlight camera out of the box, let's talk about what makes it so flippin' awesome. This floodlight camera allows you to see everything in frame with the widest view in the game. It has a 180-degree field of view, which allows you to see your entire yard end to end. Other floodlight cameras, narrow view. Nay, I say nay. And not only will you be able to see your entire yard with a widened field of view, you'll be able to see it with greater clarity, because this floodlight camera has a 2.5K Quad HD resolution that will allow you to see images in greater detail even at night. Because of course, it also has our patented starlight sensor. So you'll get that crispy color night vision that'll even make bacon jealous. Bacon. Now, because of all that, the camera sees fantastic. But what really makes this thing bright is that it uses AI computer vision for incredibly fast and accurate motion triggered lights. Most other floodlights use that clumsy PIR technology. And of course, because it relies on that, it will trigger your lights for things that you don't really care about, like waving branches or bugs. Because Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro uses onboard computer vision, it will only trigger the lights for things that you care about, like people and vehicles. And when those lights are triggered by people or vehicles, it will beam ultra brightly to banish bad guys with up to 3,000 lumens of bad guy banishing light. Plus, the lights are adjustable and dimmable in the Wyze app. We'll show you how to do that a little later on. Now, the original Wyze Cam Floodlight has won some awards in its own right, but this Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro packs some all new features up its sleeve. For example, it has the all new ambient mode. When enabled, ambient mode will provide some ambient light until motion is detected, and then it will automatically go to an increased brightness. After the motion is completed, it will return to that ambient light. It also has the all-new motion-activated voice deterrence. Remember how smart Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro is because of the onboard AI? Well, it uses that same onboard AI to detect people, and when it does, you can enable an automatic voice prompt to play that says,
"Hi, you are currently being recorded."
Well, that's enough to scare your socks off. Plus, there's a 105 decibel speaker that can blare and the siren that you can activate. So you've got multiple audio deterrents at your fingertips to get those baddies off your property. This floodlight can also connect using dual band Wi-Fi. So it will automatically connect to your 2.4 gigahertz network or your 5 gigahertz network. Whichever one is faster, that's the one Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro is going to choose to connect to. And the features don't stop there, folks. Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro also has dusk to dawn automation. It knows exactly when the sun is going down so it can turn on, and it knows exactly when the sun is coming up so it can turn off. It is also IP65 weather resistant. Did you know that the river otter is the world's most weatherproof animal? And did you know that Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro is also a beast at repelling weather? Plus, it is equally as cute in its own three-headed way. And don't forget, just like all Wyze cameras, you'll be able to record 24/7 to a Wyze micro SD card. You can insert a micro SD card into the slot on the back of the camera, and Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro takes up to a 256 gigabyte micro SD card. That's over 30 days of continuous footage recorded locally, no subscription required. Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro also sports instant Bluetooth setup, so no more scanning those QR codes. Plus, with a floodlight is probably installed a little bit higher, you'd have to get up there with a ladder. Well, we thought of that. Now, in the Wyze app, Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro is discoverable via Bluetooth. Now, you may be saying to yourself, I'm a little nervous to install this thing. I've never installed something like this before. Well, today's your lucky day. We actually have a really handy installation video that walks you through every step of the way. You can have this thing installed in like under 20 minutes. I believe in you. You can do it. Now let's walk through some of the features in the app. From the live stream view, you'll be able to see that right there, you'll be able to turn on and off the floodlight if you needed to at any moment's notice by tapping on the live image and then tapping the floodlight icon that's in the bottom left corner of the screen. You'll also see that in the middle of the screen is the two-way talk button. So if you tap that microphone, you'll be able to speak with anybody else on the other end of your floodlight. And when you tap the microphone button, it will also automatically turn on the audio, so you'll be able to hear what's happening on the other end. Now, if I tip my phone to the side, it will automatically put it in full screen landscape mode. Now let's talk about the icons right underneath the live view. To the far left, you're going to see SD card. If you tap on SD card, it will take you to a screen where you can scrub through all of the footage that you have recorded to your micro SD card. You'll also see little icons in your timeline that mark whether it was one of the smart detections, like a person event or a vehicle event. You can also take a photo or a video. You can activate the siren. You can view the photos and the videos that you've saved to your album. And all the way to the right, you can push that button to turn your floodlight camera off. Also from the home screen of your Floodlight Pro, you will see the recent events tab. Those will show you little snapshots of the recorded events that have been captured by your Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro. Now let's talk about the settings. In the settings, you can adjust the motion sensitivity. If you would like to detect even more motion sooner, then you can make that bar go all the way to high. If you have a lot of traffic and you only want to be notified about the bigger things, then you can adjust that according to your needs. You can also set a detection zone. I've got mine set up so that it is only detecting motion that happens in my backyard. Under event recordings, you can have it set to record for different motion events. And I've got mine set only to record for smart detections. And those smart detections I have selected are for person, pet, and vehicle detections. Under advanced settings, that's where you can manage your micro SD card. You can set it to record continuously or only record when motion events are detected. You can toggle between the different night modes. Of course, there is the color night vision, but this floodlight camera also has really great crystal clear traditional night vision. And I've got mine set to auto, so depending on the light conditions, it will automatically select between color night vision and traditional night vision. And under floodlight settings, this is where you can adjust the brightness. You can adjust the brightness level anywhere between 1 and 100. And this is where you can tell the floodlight exactly how and when you would like the lights to activate. Under activate when camera detects, you can tell the floodlight to turn on the lights only when people and/or vehicles are detected. Then you can set the timer. That means that after the motion is detected, do you want the lights to stay on for 15 seconds? 30 seconds, 1 minute, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes. After that set amount of time, the floodlight will turn off and then it'll turn back on again when a new motion event is created. And of course, you can put your floodlight on a schedule. Right now, I have my floodlight set to turn on only during motion events that happen between sunset and sunrise. And finally, this is also where you're going to control ambient light mode. When ambient light mode is enabled, you want to set the brightness level for your ambient light. I personally like to have mine on a lower brightness setting. And you can also set a schedule for your ambient light. I have mine set to provide ambient light between 9 p.m. and 7 a.m. There are plenty of other rules and automations that you can set with other Wyze products by creating rules in the Wyze app. Now, if there's somebody else in your household that's also a Wyze user, you can share your Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro with that person. You tap on sharing, and then at the bottom you tap share with new user. You enter their Wyze email address, and then it will invite them to use the Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro with you. I've been testing out Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro at my own house for quite some time now. Honestly, it's been amazing. The lights, even at night, can illuminate my entire yard. And because of that, I've had some backyard soccer games that have probably gone a little later than they should have. I also appreciate that just with one camera, I can see my entire yard. Before, I had to use a couple different cameras to cover all the angles. But this camera, because of its field of view, really eliminates all the blind spots. And that's it. All those features combined make Wyze Cam Floodlight Pro the smartest and the brightest floodlight we have ever made. We'll see you next time. I am strong. I am smart. I can see clear. I am bright. And gosh darn it, there are people out there that like me for more than just my beard.